I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Will Hunter, and this is my custom league. It's not the regular NHL. You can check out my custom league rules in the description for context. And with that said, Ottawa Senators staved off elimination in Game 4 as they shut out the Leafs. But now our Leafs have a chance to clinch it at home in front of their fans in Game 5. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for Ottawa on their forward lines. On the first line is Elias Pettersson, Dale Hawerchuk, and William Nylander. On the second line is Jim Peplinski, Alex Turcotte, and Jerome McGinley. On the third line, Carson Repkov, Nick Dowd, and Brendan Gallagher. And on their fourth line is Felix Nielsen, Brady Martin, and Philip Messar. For Ottawa's defensive pairs, on the first pair is Mark Howe with Tim Horton. On the second pair, Josh Georges with Larry Murphy. And on the third pair is Tyler Klevin with Theodore Halfquist. Starting in net is Curtis Joseph with Charlie Lindgren backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Vincent Rohar, Caden Price, Matt Coronado, and Oliver Nadeau. Playing for the Leafs on the forward lines. On the first line is Marcus Naslund, Eric Lindros, and Lanny McDonald. On the second line is Alexander Burrows, Bobby Clark, and Peter Bondra. On the third line is Zach Hyman, Vincent Danfus, and Glenn Murray. On the fourth line, Scott Lawton, Jonathan Taves, and Mark Parrish. Playing on Toronto's defensive pairs. On the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair is Ivan Provorov with Eric Kurdat. And on the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Tyler Myers. Starting in net is Dominic Hasek with Artur Shilov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Damon Hunt, Marcus Johansson, and Nikita Gabrankin.
Game number 5 in store for you tonight here on EA Sports. Hi everybody, I'm James Cybulski. What a playoff series this has been so far. It's about to go down. This is what you play for. Moments like this, you can feel the energy in this building, and we are underway. Back at the point, they set it up. Moves the pass in front. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Ottawa's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone.
Hasek's made a great save there, and everyone can breathe a sigh of relief coming off of that blowout last game in the playoffs. Important to reset in a good one, and he gets a good start.
Gets the puck over to McDonald. Trying to get it out of their own end. Blocked and kept in at the line.
And you can see the body language. Everyone knows that that's got to get out. Now you're finding yourself fighting for the puck and trying to get it out yet again.
The Leafs get a hold of the puck along the boards. Handles the pass at center. Dishes it off. And he can't find the net.
And I like everything about this play until the finish, James. It's all about creating. That's exactly what happens. And then the puck is looking a little fine as it makes its way towards the net. And it misses. Howe's body language says it all. He is frustrated, and anytime you're on a team, you want to contribute, especially when you know what you can do. You're a confident player, but all of a sudden, his stick gets a little bit tighter. Habits are a great thing. Numbers are another.
Can't connect as it goes off a stick. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. From the left side, he moves it up ahead. Here they come on the attack. Huge steal in his own end. Across the line and on the attack. Avoids the defender. And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Still plenty of time left in this frame. We're still scoreless. Ottawa's got the puck after winning the defensive zone faceoff. Here they come up along the wing. Scooped up along the wall by Gallagher. On the attack along the boards.
Hashik's able to square up to the shooter right here, who's in a dangerous position in the slot area. What a great save, James.
More than half the period left to play. The game is still scoreless. Ottawa's got the puck inside the offensive zone. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Slides it over to Hyman. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Joseph's able to make that save look easy, James. It's because he gets to the top of his crease, he cuts down his angles, and then he can redirect it to safety.
Picked up by Clement. Oh, and he delivers a thunderous hit check. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Slides the puck across. Good use of the body on the play. Takes the feed from the left side. The Senators have it from their own end. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Grabbed along the boards by Lindros. Moves it quickly over to Clevin. Takes the feed at the back end.
Oh. Felix Nielsen.
And the rookie gets it done.
Well, every athlete's want to establish themselves as a playoff performer. Well, the rookie, an impressive start to leaving a lasting impression. I love that when there's a shot, he just doesn't stand around looking. He gets his feet moving and he tracks it, he hounds it. He's relentless, James, and he finds it and he puts it in the back of the net.
Ottawa's got to be feeling good about their game tonight. Here they already lead in this one, and they've been dictating the pace of play also.
Well, they get the game's first goal midway through the period, James, but I liked their game right from puck drop. I mean, the way that they started, the urgency around the puck, they pounded it, they had a heavy forecheck, and now they get rewarded for their efforts.
Turcotte's got it against the boards. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up. Still lots of time left here in this frame. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Off the drawing, a nice job locking up his opponent. Ottawa's looking to break out. Horton swooping in on the attack. To his teammate! Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Moves it on over to Lawton. Look at this, they've got some bodies here on the attack. Oh, a clutch save!
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react, to turn the brain.
There we go, Josh Morrissey.
Just an unfortunate circumstance here. The defender's trying to get into the shooting lane, and instead it ricochets off him and into the net.
Toronto's even things up here in the back half of the first.
Well, yeah, they're more connected right now, James. I felt like they started the period, they were back on their heels, and they couldn't get out of their zone with any type of continuity. Well, now they've kind of righted the ship right now. They're in their rhythm, and they've got back to an equal score.
Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Moves it to Lindros. And a good smack with the stick to get it down. Back to the blue line. And lowers the boom with a big-time hit.
Oh, this is a message-sending hit, isn't it? When you get all of your opponent and you're able to separate the body from puck, you know you've done your job.
Message delivered. Shot! Stopped by the goaltender. From the open ice, they gain the line. Toronto's regained possession of the puck. Lindros has it in the defensive end. Passes it over. And the puck banks off the glove. Leafs just going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
Well, we all know in playoffs that the ice closes up quickly. It can feel real small out there, and so you got to find ways to create your space. And that's a huge hit right there, sending a message, trying to open up ice and open up space.
Here in the back half of this period, it's all tied up. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. And he coughs it up with the pass. Oh, and he misfires on that. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Officials getting ready to drop the puck. Puck possession so key in today's game. The Leafs win the faceoff. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. Whistle stops the play. The Senators don't like it, but they'll serve 2 in the penalty box.
In this game, you're always trying to buy time for your teammates, but sometimes if you hold on a little bit too long, you're going to get the interference call.
Toronto sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the setup.
Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. Power play will continue once this offensive zone face-off resumes, but they look good right now.
Well, they look great, but the goaltender looks fatigued, so they've got to win this draw, and they have to have urgency and take the puck to the net and see if he can crack.
Picked up along the boards by Foot. Pass right back. The Leafs played along the wing. There's a shot. Oh, he got all of it. What a save by Joseph. And another save.
Well, that puck came hard, and it came fast, and it came multiple times, but he was right on it, showing his athleticism to make those saves.
And that pass attempt is deflected. Takes the puck as the clock ticks down on the penalty kill. All sorts of pressure. Can they get this out? Toronto's got possession of the puck. Sends the cross-ice pass. Takes a shot. Oh, what a kick save. Tremendous athleticism on the play.
Joseph's made a great save here. Let's have another look at it. I mean, they're in a high-danger area, and he is so dialed in at the top of his crease. Very athletic to be able to make this save in correct position.
Lindros will look to win the draw to continue this power play. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. Horton's got control of it now behind the cage. The Leafs going to work on offense. And he turned that one aside. And they get the puck out. And as he jumps out of the box, he can thank his penalty killers as they bail him out to keep this one tied.
Well, a really nice job by this PK unit, James. Just negating scoring opportunities. Good goaltending as well. Got to be your best killer, but finding ways to get it down the ice and keeping this game tied.
Thunderous collision on the play.
Well, and you got to love the sacrifice of this play here, James. This is how you go from defense to offense. You have to separate the body from puck. He does it perfectly.
The Leafs get a hold of the puck in their own end. A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. Pass back to the point. Shuts the door with a great save. Lindros in the corner now. Here's an offensive chance. Ottawa's got it behind the net. Moves it to the middle. Moves it again. And that shot's blocked. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. How did he stop that one?
Joseph's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
Getting into the later stages of this period, we are all tied up in this one. The Leafs will go to work here in the offensive zone. Makes the save on the slapper. Oh, and another quick stop. There's the the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Well, that's one way to win the draw as he skates away with the puck after the two centers were tied up. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Turns the puck over. Great read defensively there. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. Hey, a lot of people excited as this opening period comes to an end. One of the all-time great rock acts from the 80s getting set to play here for these fans. And we'll catch our breath. Back with more in a moment.
Well, the Leafs had a slow start. Got behind quick, but they turned on the pressure and managed to tie it up. Let's hope they can get this go-ahead goal in the second.
Well, let's see what period 2 has in store for us as they are about to drop the puck. And we are underway, still tied up here in the second. We've played a period here, Cheryl, and we've had an intermission to collect our thoughts. What do you make of what you've seen?
The Senators are lucky that this game is tied, James. I mean, they've had the minority of the shots. They really haven't found a way to get to the interior of the ice. They're going to have to pay the price somewhere if they want to get some shots and make this game a game.
The Leafs scoop it up along the boards. Quick pass to Howardchuk. The Senators take over on possession. With the stop. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Lots of time left in this period. We got a tie game. Offense's zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Slides it back to the blue line. Denies him! The Leafs move it ahead. A little dipsy-doodle, and he loses possession of the puck.
Lindros tried to do too much here, and it can be frustrating for the players he's playing with, going one-on-one, and you lose the puck. It's a tough one.
The Senators have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Works it across to Turcotte. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Gets the puck in deep. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. The Senators pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Forces the turnover. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. Ottawa's looking to break out of their own end. Looking for space inside the D zone. Looking dangerous as they move along the boards. Moves the puck. Puck bounces into the bench and we'll get a face-off. Centers are lined up and we are ready to resume. Oh, and he takes possession of the puck from off the wing with the centers all locked up there off the draw. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Takes that pass back at the point. And he takes the feed. Puck grab by Murphy.
Oh,
And the kid
Philip
comes
Messar.
up here in the postseason.
Oh, he does it, James. Gets his first playoff goal. I mean, it's incredible the confidence that this should give him. I mean, the pressure and the stakes are high, and he delivers. Well, this is just a laser of a shot that beats the goaltender clean, and everyone knew it was coming, including the goaltender. They just couldn't catch up to it.
Ottawa's push here in the second is paying off as they now lead by 1.
Well, you can certainly see the energy shift in the bench and the coaching staff talking to the team about continuing to push, keep the pedal to the metal here. While you have your opponent down, you got to attack.
Sends it out front, and that goes off someone in front. Into the offensive end now. Ottawa's ready to go on the attack. Quick shot, gets in front of it. The one-time blast, denies him again.
On the sequence of saves, I love how strong he is in his set positioning here, James. You can see that he gets square to the shooter, and that makes the second save easier.
Nowhere for that shot to go through.
Well, this is a primetime clinic on how to own the puck. I mean, they're managing it, and they are playing with it at will in the offensive zone.
Off for all sorts of chances. They got another big face-off looming here.
Well, the goaltender, I mean, he's been standing tall in the net. He's doing everything to keep the opponent at bay, but they've got the offensive zone face-off. They want to strike now while the iron is hot and they've had to sustain pressure.
Good reach for the stick to knock the puck away. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. And they cough it up at center.
Ottawa's working hard in all areas of the ice. Defense is structure, and it needs to happen in all three zones. When you're talking about stick positioning, doing a great job of taking away passes.
Sends it into the offensive zone. Ottawa's got the puck. Sends a pass over. And he sends it across to Clevin. Broken up in the neutral zone by Hyman. Toronto's got the puck in the corner. Ottawa's got the puck behind the net. Slides it across to Gallagher. Sent in deep, and the forwards will go to the bench. Slides it diagonally to Clark. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Oh, smart heads up Reed. Ottawa's got the puck along the boards. Reaches out and uses the stick. Ottawa's got the puck in their own end. Gaining steam here on the attack. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. Down the left wing across into the offensive end. Picked up along the wall by Lawton. Toronto's going to play it from the corner. Picked up by Horton. Ottawa's working the transition through the middle of the ice. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. The Senators get a hold of the puck. Angles it over to Nylander. And now he moves it to Iginla. The Senators play it along the boards. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Tries to feed it over to Iginla. They fight for it along the boards. Here's a race for the loose puck. Toronto's got a hold of the puck now. Ottawa's got the puck in the defensive end. Taken along the wall by Taves. Ottawa's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Quick pass across to Iginla. The Leafs have it now. Slides the pass over to McDonald. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Into the corner now. Scooped up along the wall by Messar. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. Quick feed to Valimaki. Shot! Here's a chance! And that one's stopped. And the puck's booted away. Works it across to Messar. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. Both sides mixed up for that battle for the puck along the wall. Drills them!
Power forwards are often heavy on their skates. They're strong, they're physical, and they know how to retrieve pucks. And man, can they deliver bone-crushing hits.
There we go, Zach Hyman.
Yeah, time game now, James. I really like the energy that they showed throughout the game, but now it's about channeling the energy they just created and doing something with it. This is just a great goal, James, and just reiterates that in today's game, the hands are separate from the body. He's stumbling and still has his eyes on the puck. Not in the greatest position, but manages to get a shot off that beats the tender.
Toronto's equalizer comes on a lot of hard work here in period number 2.
The coach will be happy with this performance, the pushback, the fight to claw their way back in late in the second, and this will set them up nicely for the third.
And from off the wing, he comes up with it with both centers scrummed up. Here's a short pass to Martin. Toronto's grabbed a hold of the puck. Nearing the 40-minute mark of the game. The Senators have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Nilsson's into the offensive zone now on the attack. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. And now it's over to Hyman.
Hyman does it again.
And how good does that feel? You can see the selling. The energy is certainly there, and now it's about dictating the pace going forward. Next shift, critically important. And James, we have to have another look at this goal. I mean, this is just a hard-working effort goal where you out-battle and out-will your opponent. Why? You're stumbling, and while you're stumbling, your eye's still on the puck. You know exactly where you need to move it before you go down, and you execute. And as a result, it's in the back of the net.
The Leafs have persevered. They've weathered the storm, and look at this. They now lead here late in the second.
And this should give them a real jolt here, James, and they'll head into the intermission with the lead, and this is really important that they feed off of that energy and they come out in the third flying.
Oh, what a hit against the boards!
Executed perfectly, James. I mean, he can't maneuver. He's got nowhere to go. He's lined up, and then he's taken down.
There's the buzzer. 2 periods down, 1 more to go. They always say 3 is the magic number. We've got period number 3 next.
Well, once again, the Leafs get behind early, but they manage to fight back. Not only tie it up this time, but take the lead. Let's hope they can keep it. Maybe add to it.
Welcome back to EA Sports, your home for all things hockey. Sabalski, pounder, and here comes the third. And we are underway here in period number 3. 2/3 of the way to the finish line, and this one for regulation time. Cheryl, how do you view it?
Ottawa's been out-battled in this game, and the primary reason why they're trailing in it, if you don't have urgency, you're not going to get the puck. If you don't get the puck, you can't do anything with it. You certainly can't score, James. They've been back on their heels and chasing the game. They've got to get on the attack.
Nice job tying up his opponent. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Tried to put it in the side and missed.
Well, there's a recognition that he didn't have much room, gets a little bit fine, and just misses wide.
Pokes it away in his own end. Moves it quickly over to Foot. Shot! That's gloved by Joseph. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Toronto's turned good defense into good offense as they lead it early in this third period. Turcotte's won it in their own end. Moves it over to Howe. Aginla's lugging the puck. The Senators carry it along the wall. Moves it to Turcotte. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. We're still in the early stages of this period. Toronto's got a 3-2 lead at this point. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. Dishes it to Burrows. The Leafs looking against the half wall. Quick pass to Clark. Gains control of the puck here at the blue line. Scrum ensues along the boards. Slides it diagonally to Turcotte. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Dumps it in.
Mazar's had such an impressive night offensively. You know that's his wheelhouse, as he loves to have the puck on his stick. He creates, he's confident with it, and he's got a multi-point game.
Feeds it over. Comes up with the stop. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. Some last-second communication with the D as centers get ready to drop the puck. Toronto's won the face-off deep in their own end. The Leafs move the puck in the defensive zone. Grabbed along the boards by Gallagher. Angles it over to Reckhoff. The Leafs gain possession. And the puck's kicked free. Toronto's got possession at center. The Leafs take possession in the defensive end. Takes the cross-ice pass. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. And he loses control here. Quick feed to Murphy. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. Takes the feed. Picked up along the boards by Provorov. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Ottawa's got possession of the puck. Here's a short pass to Martin.
Hyman's running and gunning tonight, James. He got the go-ahead goal earlier, and now he's looking for more.
From off the wall and onto a stick. The Leafs gain control of it. Gaining momentum along the wing. Dumps the puck in. The Senators gain control of the puck. Slides it across. Joseph's got it, and the officials blow the play dead.
Well, and this is a smart play. He's been dialed in all night and recognizes that he doesn't want his team to make any mistakes. The safe play sometimes is to hold on.
Toronto's won the faceoff. Denies him. He got all of it. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Joseph. Covers it up. We'll get a stoppage in play.
Joseph's been fantastic in this game. It's the timely big save. And he's a real difference maker, not just between the pipes, but also the message it sends to the entire team. It's just a calm, right? Anytime you're defending, you find a way to make that save, and now all of a sudden you're moving the puck north. I think you play differently when you have a guy in the net who's making those kind of saves.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Toronto's hanging on to this 3-2 lead. Locks them up on the draw as they take possession. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Dishes it off. Gives them nothing in front.
Oh, what a save there, James. I mean, that's situational awareness at its finest, knowing exactly where the threat is in that low slot and taking all the space away.
And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Here he is in front. And a great save.
You see goaltenders working on reaction time all the time. Why? For shots like this, you just have to react. It's instincts that make the save.
The Leafs continue to lead here in this third period. They've been the busier team offensively. Ottawa's got a hold of the puck. Tries to feed it over to Iginla. Gets the puck in deep. Toronto's gained possession along the boards. Clearing attempt. Grabs control of it at the point.
Oh, Jerome Iginla.
Well, you can't worry
With the
about
tip
what
in.
happened in the game, James. It's all about what you do now, staying in the present. That's exactly what they've done, and they've got the equalizer. Well, I love the goal on this play, but I think I even like the assist better. I mean, the contact that is initiated to be able to get possession of the puck is the reason why the whole play starts. Just love that initiator.
The Senators have scratched and clawed their way to making this a tie game here at a critical point in the third.
That's critical timing, James. The bench just erupts with that equalizer. And listen, when you score a goal like this, often you put your opponent on their heels because they knew they had the game within reach. Now it's a much different story.
From the top of the offensive zone here. Passes it over. Oh, and an even bigger save on the slapper. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. Past the midway mark in this period. You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Turcotte's won the draw inside his own end. Iginla's carrying it ahead. The Leafs gain possession in their own end. And he takes the feed. Oh, he kind of fought it, but he keeps it out. Slides the puck over to Iginla. With possession along the wall. And he makes a save there. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Back to the point it goes. Moves it to Messar. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Martin. And they'll go the other way with it. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Quick pass across to Martin. Hard hit, frees up the puck. From the slot, denies him in front. Ottawa's got the puck along the wall. Passes it in front, and that's stopped.
Joseph's found his rhythm here, James. Looking real nice in his crease, the way he's moving, taking away a huge opportunity for his opponent with that high-danger save.
A critical point of the game here after the icing. There's some tired legs out there that will be hungry to try to get this puck out.
Well, they'll be hungry, but they're also tired and they're vulnerable, so it's going to be real tough to get to loose pucks and to win the battle, and the opponent knows that. They got to win this right off the hop and find a way to attack the net.
Ottawa's got it in their own zone. Works it across to town.
There's been so much offense in this game, James. It's been real entertaining for us and the fans in the building. Listen, I was more of a defensive specialist, so I wouldn't have been up in the attack, but clearly the game's changing. Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Here in the late goings of the period, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Howardchuk's won the draw in his own end. Now let's see if they can clear it. Pettersson's across the line now and on the attack in the offensive end. Shot! And there's the save. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. Picked up along the wall by Nylander. And now he tries to get it across to Lindros. Oh, he stopped that rocket! The Senators scoop it up along the boards. Rocked him in the open ice. Taken along the wall by Howe. Moves it quickly over to Horton. And now he angles it across to Pettersson. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
He is so dangerous.
Oh, what a bad pass. Come on.
Go-ahead goal!
Well, the game is all about timing here, James, and now they're in front, so these next few shifts are critical. They want to play with a ton of energy and keep their opponent guessing. Well, this is
Scotty
just a
Lawton
goal,
made that
but it
pass.
comes back to the details of the game. Being strong off of the puck, making sure you have an active stick, and then, of course, the IQ to read and anticipate the play. He does just that. He jumps on and intercepts the puck, but he doesn't just stand there. He gets his feet moving, and he buries it with a fantastic finish. Often coaches are subdued behind the bench, but when you're facing elimination and your team gets the go-ahead goal in the third period, guess what? Throw managing the emotions out the door. Let your team feel it, and that's exactly what the coach does, and his team reacts.
Ottawa's been locked up in a dogfight all evening long, but look at this. They pushed through and found that go-ahead goal here in period number 3.
Well, I think they continue the scrappy dogfight. Don't get in the mindset to sit back. If you sit back and you allow entry into your zone, guess what? You're playing defense. Get on the hunt, get on the prowl, stay on the puck, and you'll win this game.
Slides the puck across to Provorov. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Scooped up along the wall by Murray. Less than a minute to go now here in regulation. From right out of midair, he bats it down. Toronto Scully is on the bench. The extra
Come on, don't let him shoot.
into the play. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Let's one go. Now you might call that friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. And now he passes it to Clark. Denies him with the save. 21 seconds to the end of this period. 17 seconds now on the clock. 13 seconds left. And they're off to the races for the loose puck. And there's the whistle icing the call. Well, a huge face-off coming up here.
Well, you know that you want to gain possession and you want to keep the pressure on because the goaltender is the only one who can't change, and he is the most fatigued guy on the ice. So you want to find ways to get some net front presence, get shots through the net, because, man, he needs a rest.
That's all she wrote from this one. A huge response and a tremendous display of resiliency to pick up the win here as they faced and stared down elimination, Cheryl.
Yeah, what a response. And you can feel the energy coming off of them, can't you, James? I mean, you can't really put your finger on it, but you can sense it. This is a motivated group. They're confident. They're collectively together right now, and they're extremely dangerous.
Well, I certainly had a great time, and from all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks so much for spending your time with us here this evening, and we will see you at the next playoff game.
Well, once again, Ottawa staves off elimination. even though Toronto had control of most of the game as they outshoot Ottawa 40-18. Ottawa out-hits Toronto 43-41. Toronto has more time to attack, better pass percentage, won the faceoffs 22-14. Toronto got the only power play in the game, going 0 for 1. For the box scores for Toronto, you had Zach Hyman with 2 goals, Taves with an assist, Morrissey with a goal, and Valimaki, Myers, Danfus, and Murray with assists. And Hasek made 14 saves and 18 shots, 4 goals allowed for a .778 save percentage. For Ottawa, you had Messer with a goal and an assist, Pedersen, Murphy, Georges with assists, Nielsen, Nylander with the goals, Turcotte, Howe with assist, McGillen with a goal, and Horton with an assist. And Joseph made 37 saves on 40 shots, 3 goals allowed for a .925 save percentage. For your 3 stars of the night, Willie Nylander, Philip Messar, and Zach Hyman. And with the loss, Ottawa forces Game 6, with Toronto leading the series 3-2. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game as we head back to Ottawa for Game 6 of the second round matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators.